Yes, good morning to all of you. So, in our last class, we have studied about Mendeleev periodic table, and today we are going to study a modern periodic table. Okay. So, before going to the Mendeleev periodic table, modern periodic table, we have to revise the Mendeleev periodic table, because exam point of view also mostly the questions will be asked from Mendeleev periodic table and modern periodic table. So, before going to this, let's revise the yesterday one, what the Mendeleev periodic table was. Mendeleev periodic table is based on, yes, it is based on the atomic masses. Okay. Mendeleev periodic table is based on the atomic mass. On atomic mass. Okay. Then the next one, how many elements are there at that time? How many elements? There were 63 elements are been there discovered. Now, in modern periodic table we have 118 elements. Then the afterwards, what is the another features of the Mendeleev periodic table? They have what? 7 period and 8 group. Yes, there are 7 period and 8 group. The 8 group are not subgroup, but 1 to 7 there are subgroup A and B. Okay. The another one, he left some gap. He left some gap in periodic table. Okay. Why the gap is been left by him? So that he predict that the elements will discover in future also. So, to means insert that elements in future, he made some gap in his periodic table, so that it will be placed in that table. Okay. These are the main features of the Mendeleev periodic table. Then after that, what we have studied? We have studied the advantage and disadvantage of Mendeleev periodic table. So, then what are the advantage one? Can you say about the advantage? What are the advantage that is been there in the Mendeleev periodic table? The first advantage is what? This is the first periodic table. Okay. This is the first periodic table to study scientifically and systematically. First periodic table of scientific and systematic study of elements. Okay. This is the first periodic table of scientific and systematic study of elements. The another advantage is that the elements of similar chemical properties are being placed in same group or one group. Okay, are placed in the same group. Similar characteristics are placed in same group, and dissimilar properties are means keep in different group. That is the another advantage of Mendeleev periodic table. Okay. The another one advantage is that means the inner gas or the noble gases is not discovered at that time, but that is been placed without disturbing the Mendeleev periodic table. It means the zero group, there were no zero group in the, means the 8 group in the Mendeleev periodic table, zero group, that is inner gases like helium, neon, argon. These are not means discovered at that time, but this now in modern periodic table what we find in the last group, 18 group we are finding here. So it has not disturbed the Mendeleev periodic table. These are the 3 advantage, more major advantage of Mendeleev periodic table. Now comes to the next one is the disadvantage of Mendeleev periodic table. So what was the disadvantage of that table? The first disadvantage was what? The first disadvantage about the hydrogen. The position of hydrogens is not been means clarified. Although it means has the both halogenic properties and the alkaline properties, he does not explain about the positions of the hydrogens in his means periodic table. Then the next disadvantage is what? Demerits is what? These are based on the atomic mass. Okay, these are based on the atomic mass, due to which there is no any descriptions of isotopes. Have you heard this word about the isotopes? Isotopes means the elements having different atomic masses but same atomic number. Okay, different atomic mass, they are having different atomic mass and means same atomic number. For example, you have studied in class means 9 about the hydrogen. Hydrogen has 3 isotopes like deuterium, okay, H11, H12, that is the H13. Now where is this positions, where we have to keep? If atomic mass is been taken, it should be placed in 3 different period. It should be placed in 3 different groups, but these are not explained by the Mendeleev. So there is no positions for the isotopes in Mendeleev periodic table. Then the next, what are the next disadvantage? Although it is been although it is been explained by atomic masses, okay, increasing atomic masses, that means it is based on the increasing atomic masses, but some of the atomic elements which are having low atomic mass are placed back of higher atomic mass. Yesterday I explained you about the cobalt and nickel. Okay, cobalt and nickel are being placed in different positions. So therefore some of the elements having higher atomic masses are placed in front of lower atomic masses, but he is not explain about why. He does not explain, or he does not have the reason why he placed over there. So that is the another disadvantage of Mendeleev periodic table. Then the next one is the disadvantage is there is no positions of lanthanide and actinides group. Okay, this group are not shown in the Mendeleev periodic table. So lanthanides and actinides positions are not explained in Mendeleev periodic table. So these are the some of the advantage, disadvantage and features of Mendeleev periodic table that we have studied yesterday. So now let us discuss with the modern periodic table. So what is modern periodic table? So we have studied about the Anton Leavenworth, De Beer and the Mendeleev. All are discussed about the atomic masses. But Henry Moseley in 1931, he found that the atomic number are more fundamental. Okay, atomic number are more fundamental property than the atomic masses. So what it means then? fundamental property than the atomic masses means what? Means the accuracy of the chemical and physical properties in the group is more accurate than it is been placed according to the atomic masses. Okay. So, therefore, what he described, he states that what that is the physical and chemical properties of the elements are periodic functions according to the atomic number. Okay. It was before, it was as atomic masses. Now, all the physical and chemical properties are periodic functions according to the atomic number. That is the difference in modern periodic table. There are lots of the contributions in the modern periodic table, and we means the contributions after a long of modifications, a periodic table is formed that we call as the modern periodic table, and it is also known as long form of periodic table, which is written here. You can see it from here, long forms of periodic table. Okay. Now comes to the main parts of the periodic table. Let us discuss one by one about the periodic table. So, in like a Mendeleev, in modern periodic tables there are 7 different horizontal rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 7 different horizontal rows, which is called as, this is called as period. Okay. This is called as period. So, 7 different horizontal row is called as period. Then if we see the columns here, over here, you see the columns, there are how many columns are been there? There are 18 columns. For example, we can see it from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 18. Okay. 18 columns are been there, and these 18 columns are known as yes, what is these 18 columns are known as group. Okay. So, what we come to know that the horizontal means row are known as period, and the vertical row are known as columns are known as vertical columns are known as group. So, how many periods are there? There are 7 periods. And how many groups are there? There are 18 groups. Out of 18 groups, okay, out of 18 groups, there are 7 groups. 7 group has first means group A and B. Okay. 7 groups has A and B. We can find it from here. Group 1A. Okay. You can see there group 1A. Then you can find it group 1B over here. Group 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B. Okay. 2A, 2B, 3B, 3A. Then 4A, 4B, 5A, 5B, 6A, 6B, 7A, 7B. So, the 7 group are subgroup into what? A and B. And 8 group has 3 vertical columns. You can see there 8 group has 3 vertical column, 1, 2 and 3. Okay. So, total we have 18 different columns which are known as group. Okay. In Mendeleev, what we find? We have how many groups? Yes, there are 8 groups. Now, here how many groups? There are 18 groups. So, in exam there is difference between Mendeleev and modern periodic table is been given. And the another one, now let us take the another parts. That means, in Mendeleev periodic table there are 118 elements are been shown. Okay. 118 elements are been shown, whereas in Mendeleev periodic table how many are been shown? Here 118 elements are been shown. There 63 elements are been shown. Okay. Then the next comes to the, we will go to the same part now. So, we have seen this table, it has 7 period and 18 different group. Okay. And these are arranged in such a way that, the first group, the first elements which is present in first period will show the same chemical and physical properties in the second periods of the same group. Okay. Means in particular intervals of number, the elements form resemble the first one. Okay. By adding a certain number, we can find the elements of the lower one, that is called as the magical number. So, you may not be clear there. Suppose hydrogen, means that is the hydrogen. Okay. This is the first element. So, we have to find the same types of elements or the atomic number of same types of element, then we will use the magical number 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 32. Now, what is this? So, hydrogen is atomic number is 1. If we add 1 plus 2, then what will be the atomic number? 3, and 3 is of lithium. And again the second one is, if we add 3 plus 8, what happen? 11. 11 is the atomic number of sodium. Likewise, we can add again 8, 2 plus 11, how much? 19. 19 is the atomic number of potassium. Likewise, not only here, here also, what is the atomic number? 2, helium 2. Then it is in the second group. So, 2 plus 8 how much? 2 plus 8 10. 10 is the atomic number of neon or not? 10 is the atomic number of neon. And if we add again 8, there will be 18. 18 is the atomic number of argon. So, that's why it is called as the magical number. We can find out the atomic numbers of the elements of the same group by using magical number. Okay. Till here I think so you understand what I say. Now comes to the next one about the period, modern periodic table. So, these tables are been like this. We can see here, I am trying to explain about this one like this. Okay. Now, this two block is called as S block. Okay. 1A and 2A are called as S block. 1A and 2A are called as S block. You have studied about the electronic configurations, in which you have studied about what? That is the S block, P block, D block and F block. Okay. So, these are S block. Okay. These are S block, and this from this 3B to 2B are D block element, are D block elements. Then 3A to 0 group, these are known as P block element. Okay. So, what we find? 1A and 2A are called as S block element. Why it is called as S block? What is S? What is P? What is D? What is F? We will discuss after, means somewhat after. But now only you remember that 1 and 2 is known as S block element. The 3A to 0 group is known as P block elements, and 3B to 2B, the middle one, 3 to 12 is known as what? That is the D block elements, and the lower one the lower one, these are known as F block element. Okay, the lower one is known as these two are F block elements. These are F block element. Now comes to the next one. So what we find that the periodic tables are being divided into 4 different blocks. 4 different blocks. What are they? S, P, D, F. Okay. Now it is the spine S block. S block, there are 2 group. The first group has 1 S square, means 1, means the outermost shell has 1 electron. The outermost shell has 1 electron. Then the 2A is known as, means has 2 electrons. Okay, means the outermost shell has 2 electron. Sorry, 2s2. I will tell you what is this S block element. Abuse principle you have studied in class 8, I think so, somewhat, for the electronic configurations, means the distributions of electrons according to the number. Now what is S1 block? This one, S1 block means the hydrogen, there are S, P, D, F block are been there. S block, only 2 electrons can be found. You have studied 2n square formula, distributions of electron. That means 2 into 1 square is how many electron? 2. Then another one P, that is P 6, 10, 14. Okay. That means in S block there is 2 electrons can be arranged. P block there will be 6 electron. D block there will be 10 electron, and F block will be 14 electron in distributions. Now we will go detail on other parts. Now only for the explanations of this periodic table. S block consists of the 2 types of elements. Okay, S block consists of 2 type of elements, 1A and another one 2A. The first one, the color of these elements, the color of these periodic tables are means has not arranged a proper color, but it will be that is the brown color. Okay, light brown color. That is what? That is the alkali metal. Alkali. So what is alkali metal then? It will, what is alkali metal? Alkali metals are those metal which dissolve in water, they form a strong hydroxide. For example, when sodium react with water, what happen? Sodium hydroxide is formed, and this is what? Strong base. Strong base. Alkali metal are those metals which when dissolved in water form a strong hydroxides, and which has the capacity to neutralize the acid. Okay, which has the capacity to neutralize the acid. So what the first group elements are called? Yes, what the first group elements are called? Alkali metal. Why they are called alkali metal? Because when they dissolve in water, they form a strong hydroxides. And the another thing, remember, when the sodium dissolve in water, it burns out, it forms a heat. Then the next one, that's 2 group is known as earth alkali metal, alkaline metal. Earth Okay. So, these are strong electropositive elements having the outermost cells 2 electrons. Okay, 2 electrons, means electrons in the outermost cells. When it is react with oxides, it form alkaline. When react with means oxygen, it forms like for example Mg plus O2, MgO. It form a strong alkali. Alkali means what? Alkaline means, alkali means all, you have studied in all bases are not alkali. What it means? All bases are not alkali means what? Means those bases which does not dissolve in water are called alkaline. So these forms means that are what? That are means weak soluble in water, means they are lightly soluble in water, but they are not soluble in water. Okay, alkali, earth alkali metals. So in our course these things are not to be studied, mean it is not necessary to study this one. We will concentrate here from 3A groups to 7. Then the next one we will see that one, the 8 group, 0 group. Okay, 0 group. The 0 group are called as 0 group. 18 group also we call as 18th group. It's known as what? Inert gas or noble gas. So which color denotes the noble gases? Which color? That is the red color, light red. Okay, but here it is given, but it is not written here. Light red color is notations of the noble gases. So why it is inert gas or the noble gas? Because the outermost cell, because the outermost cell of the inert gases are octet or duplate. That means it is filled with 8 electron or 2 electron, like helium 2 electrons and others are 8 electron. So the fulfilled electrons is been there, therefore it is non-reactive element, means non-reactive. It does not easily react with the others, therefore they are known as inert. Inert means stable. Inert means stable or non-reactive. So these 8 groups are known as 0 groups are known as noble gases or inert gases. Then the next one, 7A group. 7A group are known as halogens. Halogen group. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. They have what? They are what? Non-metals. Okay, they are non-metals and they are highly reactive with metals. Highly reactive with metal to form an acid. Like for example, sodium plus chlorine, sodium chloride. Okay. Likewise, bromine plus potassium, potassium bromide. Likewise, they forms, why they are called halogens? Why they are called halogens? Because when they react with metals, they forms a salt. Okay. Sodium chloride, sodium plus chlorine, what? Sodium chloride. That is what? That is the salt what we take on. So another one, so if we see this one, this is the outline of this one. Now go in detail. The first one is called as alkali metal. This one is called as earth alkali metal. These are all transitional group. Transitional means what? That the unstable 2 electrons in the outermost cell. These are metals, means the reactivity goes on decreasing on metals. Okay. while moving from period here to there, and this is known as transitional elements. Why transitional element? Because the outermost cells D cells is means lacking on the two cells two outermost cells are been empty. So, transitions, it is changing. The another one there you find that this one, these are called as metalloids, that boron, silicon, gallium, arsenic, there here we find as metalloids. Okay. You can see here in light red color, this is called as metalloids. What is metalloids then? That is, it has both the characteristics of metal and non-metal. These are called as metalloid. And this element, aluminum, gallium and indium, tin, these are called as post-transitional elements. Okay. These are called as post-transitional element. We will discuss on later what it means. These are post-transitional elements from 13 and 14 group 1. Then after this one, from carbon to fluorine, these are all non-metals. These are all non-metals, and there are some gases are been there. Some gases, nitrogen, oxygen, and gases are being denoted with the yellow color. Okay. It is written here red, but it should be in yellow color. Then solid are black color. It is those which is written here with black color, they are all solid. Okay. And green color, have you seen here green color? Mercury, gallium and bromine. Mercury, gallium and bromine. This green color means they are liquid, means liquid stage. So, which is the metal liquid here? Mercury. Okay. So, it will ask in your exam also, name the metals with a liquid properties, that is mercury. So, we will continue this one again tomorrow. So, for today this much only. So, what we have discussed about the modern periodic table has 7 period, 18 group, and this period and groups are been again forms a broad way into 4 block: S block, P block, D block and F block. Yes. Then by showing the electronic configurations, means they are divided into various group forming a same chemical and physical properties, and the first group is known as alkali metal, second group is known as alkaline, earth alkaline metals. Then in between the transitional element and post transitional element, there are some of the elements which are known as metalloids, having both the metal and non-metal properties, and these are all non-metals, and these 0 groups are known as inert gas. So, we will continue from here tomorrow itself. So, thank you to all of you. Thank you.